24th of July, 2024. Right. Oh, cool. Hope you all had a great Monday as well as a Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, and today I would like to talk about what is Kamala Harris' view on key economic issues, and why am I bringing up views of Kamala Harris. I guess everyone, if you're on the tally, been following US news, you should know by now what has happened. So basically on Sunday, after intense speculation, President Biden finally threw in the towel and announced that he's not defending his presidentship, nominating Vice President Kamala Harris as his successor to lead the Democratic ticket against Donald Trump. So at the time of writing, Kamala is still regarded as the presumptive successor on the Democratic ticket and needs to be endorsed during the Democrat National Convention scheduled to be held on 19 August. Now, so far, things seems to be moving in Harris's direction. So Harris now has an overwhelming majority of support with a small remainder undecided. But based on the developments that I read and watched on the news this morning, seems like no one else, and more Democrats are actually giving her the thumbs up and green light. So assuming Kamala is the Democrat pick, right? Recent survey shows Harris performs about as well as Biden in a matchup against the former president. On Monday, a survey by PredictIt indicated a 60% probability of a Trump victory against Harris 40%. Now, more recent surveys are showing it's 50-50 now after Kamala's first address. She's showing that she could lead in many ways, and basically she's getting back all the votes that were on the fence previously, thinking that Biden might not be that fit to run again, but she has garnered almost more than $100 million in funds already for her campaign. And the chances are there. So what's more important is that in the event she becomes a president, we need to know what her views on key economic issues. So let's dwell into Kamala's stand on these policy issues, focusing mainly on the economic side of it, as well as issues affecting the economy as well. And when I talk about economy, we are referring specifically to the US economy. Now, with regards to the foreign policy, Harris has voiced a distinct approach in international conflicts, such as calling for an immediate ceasefire to mitigate the immense scale of suffering in ongoing conflicts, which marks a departure from President Biden's more steadfast support for allied military efforts, notably Israel under the Prime Minister Netanyahu, right? Now, regarding Ukraine, Harris has consistently supported the Biden administration policies, advocating for unwavering American support in the face of ongoing conflict. Her stance reflects a commitment to maintain US support as crucial for Ukraine's survival, right? In dealing with China, Harris has echoed the administration's concerns about China's assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific region and supported strategies aimed at reducing US vulnerabilities and dependencies on Beijing. Now, the implications for this is that Harris' foreign policy could impact economic stability and global trade, the way we are looking at it. Advocating for ceasefire and reducing US involvement in conflicts might lower military spending and affect defense industries, but it could also stabilize global markets. Now, her strategy to reduce dependence on China may initially raise costs as new supply chains are developed, but it could lead to greater economic security. Okay, so it's a bit different if you want to compare to Trump. right? Trump is like he wants to start the manufacturing back, so that will be at a higher cost. But we'll see. For economics wise, Harris have actively supported measures to tackle inflation, emphasizing the importance on reducing living costs as a top priority. Her economic agenda includes endorsing Biden's significant legislative measures aimed at boosting infrastructure developments. So this and accelerating the transition to clean energy. Okay, so this is Harris's thing. Furthermore, Harris has focused on enhancing the care economy and pushing for expanded access to affordable childcare and support for the elderly. So when if she gets the job, these are the sectors that you need to look at. Okay, so what's next is on trade issues, right? Harris has criticized Donald Trump's tariff strategies, arguing that such broad tariffs would be detrimental to consumers and the broader market, right? And for implications wise, Harris focused on reducing inflation and increasing infrastructure spending. This could boost economic growth by creating jobs and improving infrastructure. However, these policies require significant investments, which could impact government budgets in the short term, right? Then when it comes to the tax part of it, Harris advocates for a progressive tax reform agenda, including raising the marginal income tax rate to 39.6% for the top 1% of earners. She also supports implementing a 4% income-based premium for households earning more than 100,000 annually. Now, her plan also includes increasing the corporate tax from 21% to 35% and tackling tax shelters that benefits offshore corporate income. Now, implications to this, increasing tax on high-income earners and corporations could generate more government revenue to fund public services. However, this might discourage investments and affect economic growth if businesses and wealthy individuals react negatively to higher taxes. So we still need to see how this plays, okay? In terms of immigration, Harris has supported comprehensive immigration reforms, backing a bipartisan border security deals that aims to significantly enhance the resource available for border management. This deal, however, was stymied by Trump, reflecting the contentious political landscape. Now, with regards to Trump, doing this, it is definitely something expected. No way Trump is going to let the Democrats get this thing done so near to the elections. The messier and chaotic the border is, the better it is for Trump to prove his point. So if he had allowed the Republicans to pass the border security deal, it would be a slap to Trump. So that part we can understand. That's the reason why I say it's contentious political landscape right over there. So implications to this, reforming immigrations could help fill job vacancies and support economic growth by bringing in workers where they are most needed. It's not just filling everywhere. So, however, stricter border controls could strain the relationships with neighboring countries and affect cross-border trade and labor mobility. But the way we are seeing Harris is a bit more subtle than Trump. Trump is like, we're going to just remove the millions of workers let's just bring them out, the kind of thing. That will create a shock to the market more immediately, you see that, but Harris's is more a subtle approach from there, right? So in terms of artificial intelligence, under the Biden-Harris administration, there has been a concerted effort to regulate artificial intelligence technologies. Harris has been at the forefront of this initiative, advocating for stringent measures to ensure that AI applications are safe for public use, as evidenced by the administration's sweeping executive order last October. Now, implications to this: regulating AI could make AI safer and increase public trust in new technologies, potentially leading to growth in tech industries. However, too much regulation might slow down innovation, so they have to be careful in whatever they do, but we will monitor the developments. Okay, so in a nutshell, as a conclusion, political conservatives oppose Harris' economic policies, saying that they would harm economic growth and lead to higher federal deficits. Now, Democrats is known for spending very much, as for spending, right? So that could increase the federal deficits. Critics also said economic approach would result in excess government spending, increased business taxes, and greater regulatory burdens, which could restrain economic innovation and job creation. Now, having said that, if Harris can effectively manage these challenges, her presidency could mark a significant shift towards a more sustainable and equitable economic future. So it depends how much they spend, how much the US can make from the taxes and whatever economic arrangement that Harris makes. Okay, so we will still need to see, because the way Democrats and the Republicans manage the US, it's very, very, very different. Okay, so with that, that's a report for today.